Good morning. This is Mrs. Renfro. Um, I want to go over lesson 3 with you a little bit more. You should have turned in page 367, which was your homework. Make sure you have that turned in. And if you didn't have it finished, you need to make sure you get that turned in on Monday. Okay, so I want to go over the guided practice on page 366, just to make sure that you understand this. And let me get my pen here. Okay. So it says fill in each circle with less than, greater than, or equal to make a true statement. So 17 and 31. Probably when you think of regular numbers, positive numbers, it's probably easier for you to figure out which one's bigger or smaller. But try to get in the habit of thinking that 31 is farther to the right on the number line than 17. Okay, so it's going to be 17 is less than 31. For number 2, -6 and -10, this is where people might get confused. They would say, well, 10's bigger than 6, so -10 has to be bigger than 6, and that's not the case. If you think of the number line, -6 is farther to the right, closer to 0 than -10. So -6 is actually bigger than -10. Same thing with number 3, -83 and -38. -38 is closer to 0 than -83, so -83 is less than -38. Okay, I am having a heck of a time getting this recorded. Keep having to pause it. Trying to get this done while my husband's taking a nap and the dogs are being needy today. You can probably hear them barking in the background. I have no idea why she's barking. Okay. I'm sorry. Sorry about the barking. I don't know what else to do. Okay, for number 4, Andrew and his father are scuba diving at -38 feet, and Tacklebox Canyon has an elevation of -83 feet. Right? An inequality to compare the depths. Didn't we just have that problem? -83 and -38. Yes, we did in number 3. They're not very creative with the numbers, are they? Okay, so it says this is like example 2 that we did. So we have -38 feet and -83 feet. So we're going to write those two numbers, maybe. I'm using the wrong end of the pen. Oh my gosh. Okay. -38 and -83. Okay. So just like we said on number 3, -38 is closer to 0 than -83. So it's going to be greater than. Okay. So what does that mean? They want to know the meaning of this, other than just -38 is greater than -83. We have to look at what 38's attached to. Andrew and his father are at that depth, okay? Tacklebox Canyon is at 83, -83. So we could say that Tacklebox Canyon is deeper. I'll say that is deeper than Andrew and his father. I'm going to put Andrew and Dad. How's that? I'm trying to shorten this. Okay. So Tacklebox Canyon is deeper than Andrew and his dad right now. Or we could even say Andrew and his dad are at a higher elevation than Tacklebox Canyon, whichever you want to say. Okay. All right, number 5, the daily low temperatures in Kate's hometown last week were 2 degrees Celsius, -9 degrees Celsius, -18 degrees Celsius, -6 degrees Celsius, 3 degrees Celsius, 0 degrees Celsius, and -7 degrees Celsius. Order the temperatures from greatest to least. So we're going to want to look at numbers on the number line that would be the farthest to the right. So first we're going to look at the positive numbers. We've got 2, 3, 0. I'm going to count that as positive. So we're going to start with the biggest positive number, which is 3. So I'm going to put 3 degrees. Okay. Then next would be 2 degrees. Then 0. Now we have to look at the negative numbers. Now for this, we want first the ones that are closest to 0, and then as we get to the smaller numbers, we want to get farther away from 0. So we have -9, -18, -6, and -7. -6 would be the closest to 0 from all these, right? Then next would be -7, then -9, and then finally -18 is going to be the farthest from 0 on the left. Okay. All right. So that's how you do those. Building on the essential question, how can symbols and absolute value help you to order a set of integers? Basically, you can use absolute value to find the distance a number is from 0. The symbols help you know, positive numbers have a greater value and negative numbers have a lesser value. So less than and greater than helps you there. I'm not going to write that out, but if you want to write it, you're more than welcome. Okay. All right. So your homework for tonight, that was the homework last night that you should have turned in already, page 367. Tonight we are doing page 369, and we're doing 16 through 23. And don't forget to do both A and B. Okay. And it looks like everything's the same as what we just did. Looks like you've got a couple here of just writing in the equality symbol or inequality symbol. Got a couple of word problems, putting these in order from least to greatest. And then another word problem. Order the 3 by who will leave first. So you'll have to figure out who's leaving first, who's leaving last. Okay. And then 23, you're going to use the bar graph over here to put them on the number line and then answer the question for B, which player had the worst score. Okay. All right. So that's your homework. Get started on that, and that will be due on Monday. So have a good weekend, but don't forget your homework. Okay. And I will talk to you on Monday.